have a question for both of you. Affordable housing. There is a great story about a community in the Southeast Valley that are building some homes that are starting more reasonably priced than the median home price. In your mind, what would be an affordable home to you? How much would that home be where you would consider trying to buy it?
$450,000. $450,000.
So if you found a home for $450,000, you think you would be able to afford it, possibly?
Yes.
Patricia.
I was going to say around the half mark, 500.
Okay. This is interesting because these new homes, a home builder new to Arizona is opening a community in Maricopa with the home prices starting at $340,000.
Very affordable.
Right. 1,593 to 2,531 square feet.
That was my next question. Good.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that.
The starting price of these new homes is more than $100,000 less than the median home price in the Metro Phoenix area. Its Rancho Mirage is located. The median home price is in this area where this is located is $363,000. So this is about $23,000 cheaper than the median home price
Where
in that
is this
part.
about?
In Maricopa.
Okay.
So, which is a beautiful little town.
Right.
It's just
growing, too.
but it's horrible to get in and out of. Until they fix that road the rest of the way into town, it's a nightmare. But it's a beautiful little community.
Is that why it's so affordable? Do you think that has a factor into it?
Yeah, I think so. I think because it's still out in the suburbs, it's a pretty big drive into Phoenix. And if you're coming in, if you come in rush
For
hour
work
traffic,
and stuff, every day.
because the traffic on the 10, which is much better now that they're finishing up that expansion.
What you're not paying for the
But
house, you're going to pay.
So I did a calculation on one of those calculators online. If you put $20,000 down, which is a little bit above 5%, if you get a loan where you can put up 5%, $20,000 down, a little more than 5%, your mortgage payment with current rates of around 6.25%, a little over 6, your payment is $1,970 a month.
That sounds very affordable.
I
like
that's
that.
very reasonable.
So what? I don't know what the
For a
median.
house?
Yeah, what people are paying in rent. You know what I mean? When you're renting a home, I have a friend in my rental home, so we have an agreement on how much I charge in rent, but I don't know how much I could actually charge for that rental property. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, I wonder if this is going to motivate other builders to do this, because I think it's great in Maricopa to do this. Most cities are trying to figure out how to build the most expensive homes in their city.
Right.
This is, a 1,500 square foot house. That's not a big house, but it's not tiny either.
It is livable.
Yes.
That's in my range. My last home was just under 1,600.
Yeah,
and
that's what this is.
That was almost too much for me. I'm a single guy. I'm like, what?
It's perfect for somebody that's single. Like me. That I don't need 3,000 square feet. I don't want that big of a house.
This is very enticing to me. If this was in the city, I would seriously consider it.
So when
How far is the drive?
From here,
40 minutes?
Yeah,
it really isn't far. Patricia, it's just like he said, the congestion and
it's just a
there's
lot.
There's not a lot
Is
of
that
quick
the-
routes.
always-
is it
Yeah,
the 347? Is that the road that goes out to Maricopa?
347 Riggs. Or
So I did the thing out there also is that it's a private water company that has the water rights to the town. And I think they still own it. It's called Global Water. So you don't pay city, you pay a private company. So I think it's a little bit more expensive, but they built a state-of-the-art wastewater treatment plant out there, and they reclaim water and put it out to the golf courses to use as irrigation. So they've got a lot of.
You don't need a well then, back in the day.
Yeah, you don't need a well.
That's even more enticing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a nice, and it's grown.
Are you trying to sell Pablo a house?
I am. See me after the show. I got a deal for you. But it's grown a lot. It used to be they have that Harrah's Auction Casino out there, and they've built this beautiful resort out there.
I've seen that.
They have redone the main road that goes through town, and there's a bypass. It really is grown, and there's restaurants and a lot of things that didn't used to be nothing but a Dairy Queen really out there.
Right,
no offense, Maricopa, but there was not much out there.
No, when you drove at night, you'd be all desert, and then you'd for miles, and then you'd hit the casino.
Yeah, but it's actually a beautiful little town.
Yeah.
And then you keep going. If you drive in from Phoenix and you go through Maricopa, you can actually drive. It's kind of the back way into Casa Grande instead of taking the 10. And I just was curious about this because so many people are talking about affordable housing. What can you do to afford a home? And we've been saying all along, if there's a market for this, if there's a builder that's willing to build a more affordable home, I guarantee you this will sell out so fast.
So fast.
And I wonder, they want to make they're doing some of these bills in the legislature, and they want to do some kind of a deed restriction, which I'm not necessarily against, that you have to sell the homes to Arizona people.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Even more enticing.
So not
That's
California.
me.
And I don't know that I don't know that they're doing this here.
Yeah.
But the concern is, of course, like an investor. Like, let's say I did this.
Yeah.
If I went over there and I said I'm going to buy one of these homes, and I put down 10%, but $34,000, and then I bought one, and my mortgage is $1,800 a month. Well, then I rent it for $2,500. That's not solving the affordable housing problem. But if you're selling this to families or to people like Pablo, that's the goal, right? If you're a cop in Maricopa, if you're a firefighter or a teacher, and you're commuting into town, imagine being able to buy a home out there, a brand new build of a home for $340,000.
This sounds
That's
unimaginable
a dream for me,
now.
for a guy like me.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
And you're right. It's a long commute.
But that's so enticing because I'm in my mid 40s and I haven't had my first what's that called, new build?
Yeah.
And that's one of my goals. I would love to have a new build
to
before.
own a house.
Yeah. I've never built a home either, and that's one of the things I look at now, and I think I would love to build a home somewhere and have me be the only person that's ever been in it.
Yeah.
The weird thing is when I start looking around, they're way too big for me. You know what I mean? I don't. It's not so much. It is the price, but I don't need 4 bedrooms. I don't need all that stuff. So how can you go into these planned communities where they give you different models to choose from?
Right. They have too much.
Yeah.
They need a single guy layout.
I like that one, the single guy layout.
I'll take the single guy layout too.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Kevin
Has the
layout.
what is it? The
It's a
man cave.
Yeah, it's a bedroom with a 70-inch TV, a big kitchen.
Access to the restroom
TV
right
in the
there.
bathroom.
Yeah, a TV in the bathroom. Exactly right. Your mirror in the bathroom turns into a television.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. So
I don't even need a spare bedroom. I don't.
Yeah.
My spare bedrooms have been empty for the last 14 years.
right.
They've literally been spare bedrooms.
You make one an office, and then the other one is where you store
your junk.
stuff. Yeah,
So you
keep your
could use
junk.
4 bedrooms then.
I could use
Each
them. I
one
just
is an
don't need them.
office.
This Rancho Mirage place? Do you know how big like of an area it is? Is it
The
run?
lot. How big is a lot?
It doesn't say.
Well, I meant like the whole community.
Yeah, I'm
I wonder
looking.
if it's like the size of a
Like,
a
is your
development.
neighbor's backyard is going to be your front yard?
It just
kind of
says the
thing?
community is near Hartman and Bolins Roads, which I'm not very familiar with. It will have a playground, picnic area, basketball court, pickleball courts, and lakes for fishing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lakes for
It
fishing.
just keeps on selling me more and more.
Yeah, they have 4 different floor plans that include multi-generational options. So
Just walk outside with my fishing gear and go right to the lake.
go right to the lake. Yeah.
You know you live by a lake right now, too.
So
I know, but they don't have the kind of fish that I like, though.
Thanks for watching the Mike Broomhead Show. Catch up on Amazing Arizonans, a KTAR News podcast, and click the button in the middle to subscribe.